Okay, Rocky, obviously a big series win over Sioux City. Focus now shifts to Waterloo, but can you kind of recap that Sioux City series, how important it was to get past the Musketeers and then move on into the Clark Cup playoffs?
Yeah, we knew they were going to be a great opponent, which they were. And they, I feel like we respected them and they respected us, and so it was a bit of a feeling out process early on in each game, but we started to get the ball rolling downhill as the games progressed, and made some mistakes along the way, like any team's going to do, but our willingness to recover from those and then to get stronger as the game went on, I thought was really important. And Monday was a perfect example of that. We scored late in the first period, and I thought we put a lot of pressure on them offensively in the second and third. Their goaltender made some big saves, but we were able to stay above pucks. We were able to defend in transition, and then when we needed some saves from Yanni, he was there to take care of us.
Is that defended transition the one thing you really kind of liked in that series? Because you had a great series from a lot of different guys. Layne Loomer had a couple points, Alice Pelletier, Bruno, Jack Picard. It just seemed like whenever you guys got a lead, the defense shift focus and really shut down the opponent.
I think that's playoff hockey, is respecting your opponent's ability to create offense. This is obviously such a good league, and we have great opponents night in and night out. We know that Waterloo is very talented. You saw them come back a couple times last night and then finish the series. But, for us, you have to be able to be a 200-foot team. You've got to be willing to defend in your own end, defend through the neutral zone, and then obviously capitalize and play offense when you get the chance to. So, we recognize that if we're going to play wide open hockey and we're not going to defend, then line rushes are going to turn into scoring chances, and we'd prefer to stay away from that.
Playoff hockey, obviously the first thing you want to take care of is yourselves, but how hard is it to kind of shift focus between different teams, not knowing the matchup going into it, and then kind of once you get it, knowing what you have to do from there on out?
The previous 3 years we haven't had the bye, so I feel like we've been focused on our opponent, and then as soon as that series ends, you're jumping right into the next series. You don't have a whole lot of time to think about it. This year was different. We had to sit back and watch that first round occur and wonder who you're going to play, and then same thing here. We finish our series. Fortunately, we're not waiting through Game 5. We get an answer to who the opponent is last night, but we're familiar with them. They're familiar with us. We've played each other 4 times this year, and not too long in the distant past, we were playing them here in the ice box. So, there's history there with us in the playoffs as well, and so, we know they're going to be prepared, and they knew, they were going to play us or they were going to play Sioux City. So any good staff you got one eye on the current series, but you also have to start to prepare for the next series. I'm sure they've been doing that, as have we.
Jan Shostak has been tremendous all year. Going back to last year's playoff, he got his first career USHL shutout. Did it again against Sioux City to clinch the series. How much does he kind of amplify his game in the playoffs, where it just seems like he makes big save after big save?
He's a competitor. He hates to lose, and he's got a confidence and a swagger about him that I think are important to be successful in the position that he plays. It's I would say arguably the most challenging position in all of sports, and so when you go in that net, you know that you've got a big responsibility to your teammates, and he's been able to stand up to that task night in and night out.
Going into this series with Waterloo, what's the one thing you like about it that gives you guys an edge in the matchup?
I think obviously, for us, it's just been what we've been through. We've been through ups and downs. We've been through adversity. We lost 4 out of 5 going into Christmas. We had a little stumble a couple weeks ago, and so our guys have managed to rally every time we've been in that situation. And so right now for us, it's refocus, respect our opponent, recognize the challenge ahead of us, and march towards it.
Okay, Maltz, obviously a big series win against Sioux City. I think I only really have to say one name, and Jan Shostak. How you guys talk about him, goal of the year finalist. He gets a shutout Monday to help you guys clinch the series. How important is a guy like that for you guys in the playoffs, where he just kind of amplifies his game?
Yeah, Jan's been a big role on our team for the whole year. Let's face it, we all think he's the best goalie in the league. So for us to have him and just knowing that if you make a mistake or honestly anything happens, he's got you, it's just a big plus for us, and it just brings our confidence up every game and whoever we play, that we know we have the best goalie in the league. So he's been great for us and a big role for our team this year.
Mistakes always kind of happen somewhere throughout the game, and they happen for everybody, but you guys kind of seem to limit yours or capitalize on the other teams. Walk me through that series of Sioux City. 3-0 sweep, obviously a big one, moving on to the Western Conference Finals for I think the second time in 3 years now. Just how tough was it, and then just kind of moving forward to Waterloo to get past the Musketeers there?
Yeah, like you said, mistakes happen. Like, we know we're not going to play perfect every game, but we just try to focus on little details and just try as perfect as we can, I guess, in a way. And then, we knew going into that Sioux City series it wasn't going to be easy. It was a good run. They had a good series with us this year, 3-3, I think, which was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty scary, honestly, going in the playoffs against them. We didn't really want them, but we beat them, I guess, and we were happy with it. We worked hard. It was great.
Can you walk me through your goal there in the first period on Monday? Obviously, a great setup, great pass from Picard. How big was that just to not only get the lead, but you guys had it for nearly 40 minutes before Loomer put it away. But how tough was it to play with that 1-0 lead for a team that's do or die? If they don't score, the series is over for them.
Yeah, it was a nice play by both of my line mates, Layne Loomer and Jack Picard. And it was a big goal. And we weren't really nervous. We knew we had the game under control the whole time. We just kept pushing the whole way, which was really good for us. I feel like it was a step in the right direction because we used to step back a little bit, which I feel like we changed now and we're going on the right direction. And I feel like we were confident on the bench and in the locker room between periods that we were going to win that game. And it was a great game.
You shift the series to Waterloo now. Obviously, Rocky said the last couple of years you guys didn't really have time to think about your next opponent. It was win a series, go into the next series. Sioux Falls, Waterloo went to double overtime last night. Obviously, Waterloo won. You guys are going to face them, but how quickly do you guys have to shift that focus to not only yourselves but your opponent?
Oh, last night we were watching the game, and once they won, we shift our focus right away. Our mentality was Waterloo for the next week or so, how many games we need to do to beat them. And, we're ready to go. We're excited to play them. It's going to be a good series, and we're very confident in our abilities to win the series.
A lot of guys stepped up against in this first series for you guys. What is it you like about this team right now where everybody's chipping in? They kind of all did all season, but you don't have the usual suspects of the 6 20-plus goal scorers or anything like that. You got Layne Loomer scoring goals. You've got Jack Picard having amazing assists. You got Jan Shostak. Who else in your mind is kind of step up for you guys?
I think we're such a deep team. I could go for all 4 lines and all 6 defensemen plus 2, whatever. All players, I feel like everyone just stepped up. It's been great. That's why we've had so much success. I feel like we have so much depth everywhere. Forwards, D-core, and Yanni and that. It's been great. Guys have been stepping up, comfortable in playoffs, and it's just shown on the 3 games that we played against Sioux City.
Okay, Loomer, just kind of walk me through that Sioux City series, how tough it was. Obviously, you guys swept them 3-0, but that game Monday, a 2-0 victory, but you guys only had the lead for nearly 40 minutes of that game. How tough was that to get past Sioux City, and then just kind of what you guys did to get to the next round there?
Yeah, they're obviously a really good team. They played us hard. Their goalie made some huge saves that Monday game for sure, which made it just so close, only 2-0. But we stuck to our game Monday and played really well throughout it. Didn't hold on to the lead, played back, but we just stuck it to it, played our game, and got the result we wanted.
Going into Sioux City, do or die situation for the Musketeers. You guys have the 1-goal lead there at the end of the first period. What was kind of the mindset for the team there on Monday where, it's do or die for Sioux City? You guys can afford to lose a game even though you don't want to, but how tough was it to just kind of overcome that?
Yeah, it was obviously their back was against the wall, so obviously they were going to be fighting the whole game to just stay alive, and we just knew that we had to play our game the whole time and kind of just stick it to him, stick without it the whole game, and try not to make a game 4 and just get done with 3.
Obviously, Maltais had the first goal. You have the empty net goal. What's kind of going through your mind where you got the puck, kind of wide open net, knowing you're going to seal the series there?
Yeah, it was nice to kind of just a little ease of mind in that they got to score 2, if anything, in the last minute. But I just wanted to skate into the net and just had the whole lot of time from the blue line in from that pass.
You guys get past Sioux City, your focus goes to Waterloo. What do you like about that matchup where Waterloo's a familiar face for Lincoln in the regular season and the playoffs? How do you guys kind of shift your focus from the Musketeers to Waterloo?
Yeah, for sure. We played them last year and got the result we wanted, so we're like familiar with them. Played them quite a bit this year, but just switching with today practice, off day yesterday, practice again tomorrow. Just switching how our little bit of play style, a little bit of certain details, but nothing too much. Just sticking to our process and our game.
You guys, that first series, who's somebody for you that really kind of stepped up when they needed to? Obviously, you have a couple points. Alex Pelletier had a couple points. Maltais had a couple points. Bruno had 3 goals. The list goes on, but in your eyes, who's somebody that kind of stepped up for the team?
Well, obviously Jan did what Jan does, but Alex Pelletier or Hunter Anderson both definitely stuck out in that series.
Going back to Jan, his first USHL shutout came in the playoffs last year. Got another one Monday for you guys. Goal of the year finalist now. What can you say about Jan? I know you guys talk about him a lot, but it just seems like he amplifies his game there in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's truly the best goalie in this league. Gives us a ton of confidence when he's back there to save us if we make a mistake, and just he's incredible. Just even see him practice every day on the ice. He's a really good goalie. Last
question for me: that goal Maltais scored there in the first period. Can you kind of help me see how it developed? You were behind the net. You find Picard there, and Picard it seems like he had the plan going across crease to Maltais right there all the way.
Yeah, obviously it started on that leftish side with Henriks with the puck, and I kind of knew Jack was over on that dot there before I got it, so I kind of wanted the puck from Henny, and he gave it to me so I could just backhand, forehand right to him, and then Pex was either going to shoot her, and then saw Maltais coming off that other dot, I guess, and he hammered it home.